Doo-ba-doo-ba-doo. Doo-ba-doo.
There we go. So, I know y'all saw my last video, which was a cooking video. This is another one. Once again, this recipe is from Acme Markets. I talked about it in my previous video where I made a strawberry cream cheese sandwich, which was really good. I should do that again. The Acme Markets app has a thing where you can go on there and look at recipes. They call it the meal plans. And you can find all different types of recipes depending on your diet, whether you're like a flexitarian, a vegetarian, whatever the case may be. And today I found one. It's pork sausages with sauteed apples and potato mash. This actually sounds interesting because my dad used to make this recipe when I was younger, where it was apple, pork chop, I forgot what else was in it, but it had like kind of this interesting glazy thing to it. It was really, really good. And this is kind of similar to it. Again, for those of you that don't really know what the hell I'm talking about with this Acme Markets app, Acme Markets is a popular supermarket chain here in southeastern Pennsylvania. They have locations in southeastern Pennsylvania, in New Jersey, Delaware, and they're very huge. They're actually owned by the same guys who own Safeway Markets out west. So, interesting factoid. You know, their app, if you live anywhere in the greater Philadelphia area and you shop at Acme, you need to get this app. And it's, you know, you can get coupons and everything else with this when you go shopping. You can order your groceries and have it delivered to you if you so inclined to do that. And it's really neat. So, this is pork sausage with sauteed apples and potato mash, which I found on the Acme app. And this one is very, very simple. So, what you're gonna need is you're gonna need some Granny Smith apples. Now, they say 2. Now, the thing with the Acme app is you can adjust it to how many servings you want. I mean, it starts at 2 and goes up. I always do 2. You know, a lot of it is partly because, you know, it's just me and my dad, but also, if you're a single person and you do 2 servings, you can have the leftovers for lunch tomorrow. So, Granny Smith apples. Then you're going to need your potatoes. Now, yellow potatoes is what they call for. I got 2. Your next thing you're going to need is pork sausage. They say 3. I could not find a pack of just 3. So I have the Lancaster brand mild Italian sausage. And this is 2, 4. This is a pack of 6. And then what you're going to need is you're going to need some butter. Now, it says unsalted butter, but I happen to love this stuff. This is Country Crock plant butter. It's made with olive oil. Amazing. And then you're going to need, of course, salt and pepper. Now, a lot of people I know use the ground stuff. You can use the ground stuff. I just happen to like the fresh cracked. And you're also going to need some olive oil. Speaking of which, next time I go to Costco, I'm going to need to buy olive oil. And that's it. And let's see. So, this right here, it says that it's 785 calories, which is a lot. And it's 55% fat. Of course, considering I'm using olive oil, butter, and that is probably going to be some good fat in there. 30% carbs, 15% protein. Yes, I forgot to mention this. They do put the nutritional facts on here. And it also tells you like what kind of cookware you're going to need. Aluminum foil, chef's knife, etc., etc., etc. Well, yeah. And it gives you the step-by-step instructions. So, why don't we get started? One thing I love right now is I just found that my little tripod monopod for my Power Shot has a GoPro attachment. So this is going to be much smoother. Okay, so first things first is you're going to peel and wash both of these. So through the magic of YouTube, okay, I'll admit it, through the magic of me actually doing this ahead of time, I peeled and washed 2 of these. So, I mean, well, 1 apiece, I should say. Okay, so what you're going to do is, now it says preheat a skillet over medium heat. Now, what I have right now is I have my air fryer going with the sausage, you know, kind of to get it cooked a little. So first things first, you're going to, you know, you're just going to peel these potatoes and then you're going to just cut them, right? So it says cut them in half lengthwise and then crosswise. But, you know, you're going to boil them, so I say cut them the way you cut your mashed potatoes, okay? Because everybody has their own method. As Bob Ross says, this is your world. So I'm cutting these up, and then what you're going to do is with this one, I actually forgot about it, but that's okay. We can remedy this issue. So what you're going to do with this is I have a pot of water. So you're going to cut them up and you're just going to put them in the pot of water and boil. So that's what you do with that. All right. Now, please excuse my arm. I am actually pulling up the recipe again on my phone because my phone locked. Now, this, you got to get the core out. Now, they tell you to just chop it and everything else, but I have one of these lovely little gadgets. So, what I tend to do is I tend to take this little bad boy, just push it down. Ta-da! It's cord. So, throw that little bugger aside, and sometimes you get like a bit of the core like right here. So what I do is I go in and just cut. Now I have my oven set for this portion of our show, but you're going to just cut your apple. You know, these apples are so big, I might just use 1 apple. It's funny, when I was growing up, there was an orchard, not like maybe 15-20 minutes down the road from me, and they would have it like they would do tours and everything else. You can buy like apples and everything. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take, now I thought I was going to take the olive oil, but I don't think I'm gonna. I think I'm going to just use the butter for this portion. So this butter, like I said, this is amazing butter. It's also great if you have anybody in your life who is lactose intolerant or is vegan. Of course, if they're vegan, you're not doing this recipe unless you're getting vegetarian stuff. So what I tend to do with my butter is I dumped it in my trusty little IKEA pan. This is true. I actually bought this at an IKEA in Conshohocken. So what I tend to do is I tend to just take a paper towel and rub it around. Rub it around, rub it around. Now, you're just gonna take this and just throw them in. You know, cut them up a little. Kind of make like little matchsticks. And just throw them in the pan. Okay? So, just gonna cut them up. See? Cut them up. And just throw them in. Chop. This one I can actually do a little more. Throw it in. Throw it in. And then I'm going to cut up the rest of my potato here. And I'm going to go cut up the taters the one tater I have. And I might just cut up that apple. I mean, I could use it for something else. So, see? Just throwing it in. And with this, I would use as many potatoes as it says in your recipe, because like I said, you can customize this to whatever you want. So just throw it in, and then we'll be back. And shocking, you know, a lot of people don't realize it, but apple is really good with pork. I know I've made like a ham with apple in it. So yeah, totally good. And so while I'm waiting for all this lovely stuff, I'm going to talk a little bit about the Acme Market app. It's, like I said before, it's a free app on iOS and Android. I actually do put links in the description, so please look for that. And the Acme app, it's really cool. Like if you live in the area. So with the Acme app, you got your little home page, and it will sometimes give you like if you shop there a lot, it'll give you deals on the items you normally buy. Like right now I'm looking at it and I see like a thing for Smucker's sugar-free jelly because I bought that for my dad. Then like they have the deals, which are like little e-coupons. And the way Acme does it is it goes by, you link a phone number to your account. So when you go to the checkout, you just enter your phone number into the keypad, the little pin pad, and it'll work that way. Now, you can also shop online too on the app. And then you have the meal plan. And it's really a neat little app to have if you go to Acme a lot. And it's a free download. And yeah, definitely check it out. Now, I'm going to let all this kind of cook. Okay, I kind of cheated a little because I put the apples in the air fryer, let them cook in there for a little bit. Then what I did was I took that pan I had the apples originally in, and I went and put the sausage and the potatoes all in it. No, not the sausage. The apples and the sausage. I had the potatoes boiling. And I just finished up everything. The potatoes, it didn't say exactly how you mash them. I personally mash them with just a little bit of milk and some butter. I mean, you could do it any way you want. I don't care. But here is the final product. Look at that. So what do you say we give this a try? Now, what I'm going to do first, I'm going to put a little salt and pepper on my potatoes. I bet you could jazz this up too, like make it like garlic or something. Now, first thing I'm going to do is my apples. So I'm going to get 2 of them. And these apples, like I said, I cooked them. I put them in the air fryer for a little bit. They had a little bit of the fat from the sausage when I air fried it. And then I put it in with the sausage and olive oil. So I kind of got to know that. So let's give this a try. This is actually good. Apples this way. I mean, take your leftover apples, put a little bit of cinnamon on it. You got a great dessert. And then my mashed potato. Just your standard everyday mashed potato. Yeah, just your standard everyday mashed potato. And your sausage, I use sweet Italian sausage. If you can find pork sausage, knock yourself out. So, little pro tip on the sausage. Saute it in a frying pan, air fry it, or bake it. Now, what I want to do really is I want to do one where I get all 3 in if I can. So, got a little potato, got a little sausage, got a little apple. Here we go. Down the hatch. This is amazing. So, yeah, definitely try this because it's good. It is so good. And, you know, once again, Infulenster partnered up with Acme Markets. Thank you so much for that. And hopefully I will have some adventure videos, which I'm more famous for. I mean, we'll see, because my dad did recover enough from his concussion. He's actually out with his friend today. So, yeah. And until then, bye.